Continuing with the NHL trade deadline recap here, we've got the St. Louis Blues trading their captain, Brayden Schenn, to the New York Islanders. So the New York Islanders acquire 34-year-old center Brayden Schenn, and the St. Louis Blues acquire Jonathan Drouin, goaltender Marcus Gideloff, the Colorado Avalanche's 2026 first-round pick, and the New Jersey Devils' 2026 third-round pick. Expectations were not high for the New York Islanders heading into this season, but due to the fall-off of the Washington Capitals, New York Rangers, and the emergence of first overall pick Matthew Schaefer, they found themselves third place in the Metro Division at the trade deadline. So GM Matthew Darche decided to go out and make a move to try and solidify this team's playoff position. And they get Brayden Schenn, a 34-year-old center, former captain of the Blues. He's in year 6 of 8 on his current contract, paying him $6.5 million per season. He's had a tough year, only 12 goals and 28 points through 61 games for the Blues. But they've had a really tough year as a team, so maybe his production can bounce back a bit on the Islanders. He can slot into that second-line center role behind Bo Horvat and bump JG Pageau down to the third-line center role, who actually just extended with the team. So I understand that Matthew Darche wanted to make a move, reward his team for their excellent play this season. And the Islanders, it's not like they're this super young upcoming team. They have Schaefer, but the rest of the core is actually like right in their primes or in their late 20s, early 30s, like Horvat, Barzal, Pelican Pulak on the back end, Sorokin and net. They were never really a bad team. They traded Nelson at the deadline because he was an upcoming UFA, but they got really lucky and landed Matthew Schaefer to a jump in the draft lottery. So this team was already kind of on the playoff bubble, and then obviously with the addition of Schaefer, it's really elevated them to a likely playoff team this season. So Schenn does sort of fit the timeline more so than if this was a San Jose or a Montreal trading for Schenn. But I think this was a really hefty price to pay for a guy who is pretty clearly on the decline. So as a trade grade, I'm going to give the Islanders a C- on this. But hopefully Schenn does play well and he can help the team win a playoff round. And for the Blues return, you get a cap dump in Jonathan Drouin. He actually did score in his first game with the team though, so maybe they can try to turn his value around. He is a UFA at the end of next season, so if he does play well, maybe they could flip him at the deadline for some assets. You get the goaltender Gideloff as well, but the centerpiece is that first round pick. Now it does suck that it's Colorado, so it's probably going to be the late 20s, if not in the early 30s. But Schenn has not been playing well, and considering his contract and age, I think getting a first round pick in general is really solid value for him, as well as the third round pick, which is probably going to be on the higher side considering New Jersey season. I loved this deal and the deadline for the Blues. They now have 3 first-round picks this season, 3 thirds, 2 fourths, 2 fifths. Maybe there's a Colton Parayko trade in the works for the offseason that he'll accept this time. And then you have Thompson, Kyrou, who have been in rumors heavily as well. They're in the bottom 5 right now, but they definitely want to continue to lose games. So losing guys like Schenn and Falk might actually help the tank here, and they can land maybe Otto Stenberg's brother Ivar with one of those top picks. But as a trade grade for this one, I'm going to go with an A+ for the Blues. I think it was really great work by Doug Armstrong. So let me know down below, what do you think of this deal? What would you grade the Islanders and Blues trade respectively? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.